Okay, so we are back with another follower question. So there was one that I really wanted to talk about. And I think it was this one. Okay, so my friend Brittany asked, how does one choose between methadone, Suboxone, or Sublocade? And the Sublocade injection is what I am on, but I've been on them all. So I walked into my first methadone clinic when I was like 17. I've been on and off methadone the vast majority of my adult life, and it never kept me sober. It did keep me unsick, but I still had that call in my head. And I'm going to explain this to you. I talk to you guys sometimes like you already know what I'm talking about because I had this amazing account with a bunch of followers, 20,000 people that knew what the fuck I was talking about. So I have this call in my head, and addicts completely resonate with me saying this. But I have this call in my head that has always been there since I started substances that would make excuses as to why it was okay that I was using. Like, oh, your bills are paid, your kids are fine, take the extra money. Oh, like, it was always just reassuring me and making excuses as to why it was okay and that I deserved to get high. And no matter what MAT program I was on, whether it was Suboxone or methadone, that never went away. And I don't know because everybody's brain is different, but I know I was as bad as it gets when it comes to addiction. And not just addiction, because I'm neurodivergent, I have a very fixated personality. So I get fixated on things, and that thing becomes my whole world. All my interests go into that one thing. All I talk about and all I want to do is that one thing. And for 18 years, it was substances, whatever my substance of choice was at the time. Now that I'm in recovery, I still have that. It's not as primal, obviously, because my addiction turned me into a whole ass animal. But I still have it. Like when I get into something, I'm into something, whether it's makeup, hair, wigs, like I commit. I shave my head, like I commit, you know. I have $1,000 worth of diamond art that I haven't even touched. Like when I get focused on something, and that's my neurodivergent brain, I am a fixator. And that's why for a really long time, I thought I had BPD because that is a symptom of BPD. But it's just neurodivergence, unmedicated neurodivergence. So I know that now, whereas before I didn't know why my brain was the way it was. And methadone and Suboxone never helped with that. I always had that call in my head that got stronger and stronger and stronger and louder and louder and louder as my addiction progressed. And the minute I decided that I was going on Sublocade, when I heard about the Sublocade injection, as soon as I got on it, that call was gone. That call was completely gone. So it's hard for me to say, like, how do you decide methadone, Suboxone? If you want to be successful, and I hate to say this because I know thousands of people have success with methadone and Suboxone, but for me and my brain, I never did. And that makes the decision extremely easy for me. So it's hard for me to say, oh, well, you should decide to go on methadone when I myself personally have never had success with it. But I've seen people have success with it. I just know my recovery journey has been pretty well effortless because of the Sublocade injection. But I also know people who are on Sublocade who are still in active use. So it's very hard for me to answer that particular question. When you're in dire straits and you're chasing opiates and you're getting dope sick and you're doing stupid shit so you're not dope sick, get on whatever program you can get on. That's it. That's your answer. Get on whatever fucking MAT program you can get on because it will help you. You may not quit using completely, but you will get better and you will be able to function a lot better, whatever MAT program you're on. So when you get distance, So say you get on methadone and your addiction slows down, right? Because you're trying. And you're not dope sick anymore, so you don't feel the need to chase. You're only using when you want to use, right? That's how it was for me anyway. But you get distance between yourself and your substance, which means that there is a more likely that you'll be success in recovery. So that's why when people go to jail, especially females, when there's not a lot of drugs in the jail, they get distance between their substance, right? So they have a clear mind. They may be thinking a lot clearer. They may have the ambition to want to get better. And Matt does that for everybody. Matt will slow down your disease. So the decision doesn't have to be, oh, what should I get on? It's just get on it. Whatever you want to get on. If it's offered, just get on it. Matt saves lives. Matt saves lives. Matt saves lives. Matt saves lives. Matt saves families. That's why this rhetoric in NA and fellowship programs that you're not in recovery if you're still on Matt is fucking bullshit. It's a crock of shit. That mindset kills people. That's why I will never send my people to that program, ever. I will hold your hand at the methadone clinic before I will go to a meeting with you because you're going to have more success at a methadone clinic. Let's just be fucking real. Matt and therapy. That's it. Whatever your doctor, bitch, I ain't no motherfucking doctor. I can't say, hey, you should go on Suboxone. I'm going to say, hey, I was an addict for 18 years and nothing ever worked for me. I was on MAD. I was on Suboxone, methadone. The only thing that ever worked for me was Suboxone. If you can get on it, you should. That's my advice to you. But if you can't, bitch, get on anything. Get on anything. Because it will help you. And you may not be like me. You not being sick may be enough for you to not get high. For me, I loved getting high. So when I was not sick, it just didn't work for me. Methadone didn't work for me, but it's got success. I know people sober on it. So my advice to everybody is just, if you are addicted to opiates and you have a chance to get on methadone or Suboxone or Sublocade, get on it. That's it. And so for Sublocade, I was on crack. Right? Crack and Fent were my two drugs of choice. But because I was already on methadone, because my opiate addiction, going back to when I was 17, when I was eligible for Sublocade, but it did not just work for my Fent addiction. I never touched crack ever again, ever. It was IV cocaine and crack cocaine, and I never did either. I haven't, because it's blocked the receptors in my brain that crave the drug. I don't have that call in my head. You know, it's funny. You can have a couple grand sitting in your bank account, know you can go out and get high if you want, and have no desire or need to do it. Whereas before, bitch, I couldn't keep 1,000 cents in my bank account. Okay? I was hawking everything. And then I went out and sold my ass. So, if you can get on a MAP program, get on the MAP program. It doesn't matter what it is. And then you will work with trained physicians to help get you better, depending on what clinic you're at. There are a lot of methadone clinics that they don't give a fuck. Your addiction, your recovery is your responsibility. Here's your drink. Have the day you deserve. You know what I mean? But there are clinics who, I was so lucky that I have a family doctor, because the clinic that I was at did not give a fuckity fuck about my recovery at all whatsoever. Just saying. Northwood Recovery, did not care. They told me, sorry, not sorry. You can't wait in your car because you're triggered to be around all your old homies. Sorry. Because I asked, I said, can I sit in the car? This is hard for me. I don't want to be around this. And she was like, no, sorry. We're not calling you on your cell phone to tell you when the doctor's ready for you. So that was my cue to call my family doctor. So if you have a family doctor, you can even get on that through them, if you have an amazing family doctor like I do. Anyways, I'm running out of time. I'm going to go on to the next question.